Welcome to episode 98 of the Questlore series, RatCatchers. To start this quest you must have completed Gertrude's cat and Ickflorin's little helper. Gertrude mentions that you may be interested in two ladies who know about rat catching. You find them in the sewers under Varrock. Before teaching you, they request for you to hunt 8 rats. You catch them, but the sisters don't feel like they've got much to teach you, so they direct you to Jimmy Dazzler in Ardoyne to learn about the rat pits. Just north of Ardoyne Castle, you meet Jimmy Dazzler, who's been expecting you. He will teach you a thing or two about cats if you complete a task for him. He gives you directions to a mansion where you need to catch rats undetected. There are guards on watch and you've got to avoid their line of sight to be able to make it into the mansion. Sneaking your way around, you climb up a trellis and then make your way into a room where you hunt the first rat. Then you sneak into the other rooms until you've caught all 6 rats. Once completed, you teleport out and return to Jimmy Dazzler. He tells you that there's a rat catching pit just down the ladder in his house, and if you want to learn about overgrown cats, he recommends that you speak with Hook-Nosed Jack in Varrock. Hook-Nosed Jack is currently busy working 3 jobs, so you offer to help, and he instructs you to deal with the rat infestation in a rundown building just south. He needs a qualm, an empty vial, and some red spider's eggs to make rat poison. This is used to poison some cheese, and then used on the rat holes so that you can deal with the rat population. Hook-Nosed Jack's cat, Pox, was hunting the rats and must have killed some of the poisoned rats as it has now become ill, so he directs you to the apothecary to find a cure. The apothecary needs a bucket of milk, some ground unicorn horn, and a leaf of marantil which you hand him, and then he blends them together, making the cat anti-poison. The largest rat in the building still hasn't been killed yet, so you have to deal with it. As you can't get into the section of the building where the king rat is, you use your cat on the hole in the wall to fight it. You can heal your cat by feeding it fish through the hole, giving your cat the advantage. Now that the king rat has been defeated, you have completed your promise to Hook-Nosed Jack in dealing with a rat infestation. Unfortunately, he isn't an expert on larger cats. He tells you to speak with Smoky Joe in Keldegrim, who's been trying to smoke out the rats in the hole. The smoking device that Joe uses is a simple pot with some weeds in it, and then you light it and use it on the rat hole. First time you do it, you notice that the rats come out the other side, and so the second time you do it, your cat is ready on the other side to hunt the rats. Now that you've helped Smoking Joe, he recommends that you meet the Face in Port Sarim. The Face says that you can meet Fellcrash in the pits, who tasks you to deal with all the rats in Port Sarim in one fell swoop, just as she did many moons ago. But she won't give you any advice on how to do so, at which point you try to charm the Face, who tells a long story about Fellcrash's feat with the important detail of the snake charmer in Polnivnich. Speaking with the snake charmer, you manage to convince him to give you the flute melody to charm the rats for 100 coins. Playing this melody in Port Sarim, the rats start appearing out of nowhere, drawn to your music, and then they each jump off the pier and drown in the water. Having played the role of the Pied Piper, you return to Fellcrash, who is completing her poem. You now learn that she can only train overgrown cats into wily cats, and you now have access to the rat pits beneath Port Sarim, Ardoyne, Varrock, and Keldegrim. Join me next time where I'll explain the lore behind Tears of Guthix.